Yes, we're here at North Main Corona, which has this ridiculous amount of bridges connecting the parking lot, and the 3 platforms. But most importantly, it has the Jasmine. Right?
Yes.
Which track are we boarding on? Let's check the thing. Why is one of the times whited out? And why is the track assignment whited out? Oh look, it's a Gillig bus.
I support Gillig Gang. Hashtag Gillig Gang.
This station has the fabled time machine bike racks, and then you bring your own padlock and like secure it shut like that. So you can see the bus platform. There's track 2, there's track 1, there's parking, there's the 91 freeway, and we were told it's boarding on track 2. And there's a 3rd track, but that's freight trains only probably. Don't you love it when the elevator opens up and then you have to walk right where it says do not stand?
I was just thinking about that actually.
And then they have platform screen doors to block off the platform. So I think this train, it might have Once Again Guy as the conductor, but I think during the summer they have 2 conductors. And since Once Again Guy is higher in seniority, he makes the new guy like do all the announcements. So we might not get the Once Again that we're used to.
But are we gonna get the testing?
Was that a real thing or was that something Grant made up?
No, that was a real thing. You were there when it happened.
I don't remember that. Cameron, that's the perfect hat to be wearing in a marine town of Oceanside, right?
That's why I brought it, man. I gotta rep rep my boys in enemy territory.
You gotta rep the opposing team. How packed is the bike car? Oh, not even at all. Let's get it. So it is confirmed that Once Again Guy is on this train, but I don't think he's working the mic.
Unfortunately.
We'll just have to settle for Once Again Guy's protege.
His protege. This Padawan.
Yeah.
Now rising West Corona Station. Please use handrails and watch step when exiting train. Once again, now rising West Corona Station.
He only says once again once during this sentence instead of 2 or 3 or more. There's the construction of the 71-91 interchange. I think this big thing is to prevent people from having to do this stupid loop around underneath the freeway to transfer to the 71.
Oh, I didn't even know they were building this.
Right here you can see where they're connecting the 2 segments of the Santa Ana River Trail. That might be it right there. That's the secret entrance into Chino Hills State Park that you have to go through the parking lot of the golf course to get to. And then you have to walk over the train tracks right here. Here it is, right here. Oh, nice, the gate's open. I don't know if that's an official entrance, but it would be like really unethical to not let people in that way. It's a cool shot. We're like surrounded by container trains on both sides.
I can't believe we're returning to Oceanside, bro.
Yeah, Oceanside was a tradition we did back in high school where I basically talked a bunch of people into taking the train to Oceanside with me to go record store shopping and stuff, and it became a tradition, and Cameron was part of that. Not the original Oceanside trip, which we're celebrating the 15-year anniversary of, but you were like onboarded a few years later.
Yeah.
You haven't returned in how long?
Since high school, so at least
10 years.
At least 12 years.
Yeah, you'll see Oceanside change a lot.
Yeah.
And we're passing by Esperanza High School, which I'm so like religiously representing today with this Hawaiian shirt. I freaking love this neighborhood for garage sailing.
Yeah.
It's just, I've had some good ones here. We're about to take the curve at the Atwood Junction.
Hey, Batman, on there you go.
So we're about to pick up Matt at Anaheim Canyon.
Anaheim Canyon Station. Now rising Anaheim Canyon Station.
What's up, Matt?
How you guys doing?
Original Oceansider here from the first trip. There was just 3 of us. It was you, me, and Ryan.
First trip.
The other backstory is that the 3 of us all are turning 30 within a week of each other, and this is the 15-year anniversary of the first Oceanside trip. So it was like Oceanside was the halfway point of our lives at this point.
Yeah.
So we're like post Oceanside at this point.
Yeah.
I think it's the better half.
Yeah, I think so too.
So what are you excited for?
I'm excited for the military surplus stores.
I'm excited to see the pier that burned down, kind of, but that's kind of sad. What about you?
I'm excited to hang out with the boys, celebrate our birthdays, and just relive the memories.
Yeah.
go around and see all this stuff.
All of the memories except Santino's Pizza, RIP. The other fun thing about this trip is this one guy made a video about the top 10 overrated cities in California, and Oceanside is on the list. So we're gonna prove him right or wrong.
Prove him right. It's only overhyped because Santino's isn't there anymore.
I think he's really on point because our biggest attractions to Oceanside were a pizza place that no longer exists, Army surplus stores, the beach, a pawn shop, Harbor Freight Tools,
and a record store that we had to take a bus to.
a record store that wasn't even in Oceanside. Yeah, it's overrated, and I'm really guilty of overhyping it. I convinced dozens of people between 2 high schools to come to Oceanside. That's how, well, that kind of proves how cool transit is too.
Yeah.
Orange Station also has a good abundance of jasmine flowers, like over by the undercrossing. Tustin. Bus. Tustin.
If you look over there, there's the one that didn't break down, and if you look over there, you won't see the one that didn't break down.
Even in Irvine. DJ Petesake approved springtime panorama. Santa banana. Palm trees. We got palm trees. This is probably one of the coolest transit accessible downtowns in Orange County.
There's a lot of antique shops around here.
It's like the Orange of South County.
Exactly.
Capistrano Creek shot. Oh whoa, are they like triple tracking here? Ocean.
Yo.
The marine layer is like several miles off the coast.
Yeah, it looks funny.
Once again, this stage stop is San Clemente North. Our next stage stop will be San Clemente Pier.
There it is. The walkway that they had to cut in half to repair the landslide. Obligatory Stewart Mesa shot. But all the freight traffic is parked in front of it. I want to see those new coaster cab cars, dang it. No. Oh. Oceanside has the jasmine. Dude, free boots. I don't know if those would look good on me. Oh, so the pier is still open, just the last like 10 feet of it burned down. Interesting. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. So here's where the Top Gun house used to be, but now it's a bunch of hotels, like 6 of them. During the construction, they moved the Top Gun house to the parking lot of the train station for a few years, I think, and now it's over here in front of this other hotel. Oh hey, they turned it into a restaurant. Whoa. Moses!
That funnel cake KO'd me.
Hey, you brought the bike.
I'm down, I can't continue.
The funnel cake was too good.
Oh my god. Moses, dude, I haven't seen you like forever.
Exaggeration, the pier didn't burn down, just the restaurant building on the end of the pier. And it's still open, but I don't think we want to bother walking down there. You're probably confused because none of these buildings existed 10 years ago.
Oh, is that really the case?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I don't recognize anything either. Yeah,
Oh, jasmine. I love this jasmine because there's so much of it at Legoland, and whenever I was there for my birthday, it always smelled like that. All right, we're here. We were just here, and we were just there, and now we're going here. It burned down. So here we're at the former site of Santino's. We decided on Sancho's Tacos because Matt knows the person who owns the Huntington Beach one.
Yep. I haven't tried this one, but the one in Huntington Beach is amazing, so we're gonna compare.
All right. And it's also right next to the Apollo Depot, which looks no different than it did 15 years ago. No wonder I like Gillig so much. It's because North County Transit uses them. Dude, you know nothing about buses. That's a new flyer. It says bar only. Are we going in?
Is there a restaurant?
It's got tacos in the name. They're gonna have food.
But it's... I'm confused. This confusion is causing me to not want to go there. On second thought, we might try Pier Pizza because maybe it's the new Santino's. I love the historic photos on the wall. Yeah, I'm compromising on my diet, but it's for science. All right, bathroom review. This is probably the highest score I'll give anything. It has stainless steel diamond plate, or maybe that's aluminum. Toilet paper holder made out of pipe fittings. Wait, so if you pull down on it too hard, it'll start unscrewing from the wall. Maybe they should have installed it the other way. Route 66 sign. We're nowhere near Route 66, so we're near Highway 101. They should have a sign for that. Cool beach related signs. Yeah. What'd you think of Pier Pizza?
You know, it was a decent slice. decent slice of pie. No Santino's.
It wasn't Santino's, but it was almost all the way there.
No, your
No?
memories.
If Santino's is 10, I would give it an 8.5.
No, you're generous, Peter. You're generous.
Maybe because I don't eat pizza on a regular basis.
When I eat Santino's, it's like, oh my god, like, and Peter and I are Italian. Peter's vegan, so he doesn't eat too much pizza. But we're both Italian. I eat a good amount of pie. It's not the same. You know?
Maybe it's just been so long.
I think it's been so long
I think
for you.
vibes-wise, this place was just like so no frills that I loved it, and it reminded me of Santino's when we first went there. Like Knockout is like way more hipster.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like the pizza place where you don't need like 19 craft beers on tap, and like there's only like one page of a menu.
It wasn't a bad slice. It was just.
Oh no, it's secondhand copyright pollution. Yeah, that's Oceanside. Just people blasting music, revving their engines super loud for no reason, and like.
Anybody wants to hear your.
So is Oceanside overrated?
No, not at all.
No?
No. If we could switch out the Marines for soldiers, it'd be a lot better.
If we could switch out the Marines.
You'll get a halfway decent city.
More people with loud exhausts.
Ultimately, not a bad slice, but there's no wow, right? Like when you sit down and you have a good pizza, like you know immediately, right? It was a good everyday slice. But
So if Santino's is 10, how would you rank this?
I would rate this like a 5.5.
Whoa. What do you think of Pier Pizza?
That's pretty good.
Like if Santino's is 10.
Santino's was a 10? Damn.
What do you think?
Gourmet?
It's Santino's is like 11.
If Santino's is a 10, this was maybe an 8.
What do you think?
It was.
I think it was average. It was worth me eating something, but it wasn't. I want to say Santino's was a 10, but it was.
You don't think Santino's was 10?
What kind of scale were you using?
Put this guy back.
So what happened with Santino's if it was so good?
They kept giving
Wait,
us.
is that really what it was?
They
Yeah,
kept.
I couldn't afford the building anymore.
Santino's kept giving us too much free pizza whenever we biked there. That's why
So they went out of business.
That's my story, and I'm
That's
sticking
the
to
lore
it.
behind Santino's. You put them out of business because you came in too much and got the pizza.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll stick with that.
You can tell this story right now. Since we're right next to the laundromat, we usually go to Army surplus stores. One time we were in front of the dry cleaners and we thought it was an Army store, and they walked in like trying to buy stuff, and it was like, how much for this?
I was like looking at these like jackets, these like military jackets, and a lady just like came around the corner and she's like, "Sir, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm just looking at the jackets. How much for this?" And she's like, "So this is a dry cleaner." But I was like in the back, like it was like the area that you're not supposed to be in.
Disadvantage of walkable downtowns is when you're like too close to the building and you can't see the sign on it.
Yeah.
That's a case study right there. There's a California Surf Museum right there. We've never been there. So we're gonna go to our first Army surplus store at H&M. We're gonna go for G.I. Joe's first. Is that someone we know? I bought my camping mat at one of these stores. Still running. So I don't think we're legally allowed to wear any of the stuff in there.
Because it's not a military surplus store.
This is where like you actually get your gear.
This is UCIF gear. That's like CIF is the place that the military you get issued your gear, and you go to turn it in when you leave the base. So like,
I mean, he would not.
If you go to like a field training exercise, you lose some gear in the field. Super common thing to do. Come here because it's cheaper than turning in like half of your inventory. The military will upcharge you for the gear that you lose. So instead of like just paying the military, like, oh, I lost it, let me pay you. They go here, they pick up one that's used,
And they pretend that they never lost it.
Exactly.
And how did they get it here?
That I don't know.
Black market?
Probably something like that.
I get the impression this one isn't open. It's chained on the inside.
Yeah.
Coast Highway. I feel like I'm in Legoland. That is such a cool city hall. Oh my gosh. Bike locker. Hey, it's a pedestrianized street. Yay. Well, it is called Artist's Alley. What'd you expect? I like that doorway. That's really cool. When we first started coming here, Mission Avenue used to be two-way right here. Now it's one way. Another one. Wait, that's a new flyer, not a Gillig. Dude. It's not an NPC though. Cameron, you want it?
With all my heart.
Oh my gosh, this is such an inside joke.
Throw your NS7 out the window.
That is an abomination. Dude. So that was a cool pawn shop. I don't think we ever been to that one. I think it's been here the whole time, but we just never went in. Should we go to Interworld?
No.
Let's go. This would have been unheard of when we first started going to Oceanside.
What?
Weed! Well, this store changed a lot. Yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff here, like a shovel, a camping mat, a canteen. I was doing my like Team Fortress 2 cosplay. It's Mr. Big Shoe from the Demented cartoon movie. Hey, they got the Zapatista mask. So we need to get Moses back to the train station and we need to decide if we're staying longer. Let's check in again. Is Oceanside overrated?
Oh, it's hard to say. There's a nostalgia factor there. If there
So the
wasn't-
answer is no.
That wasn't a if that wasn't a variable.
If that wasn't a variable.
That's like a huge ass variable. The nostalgia.
So if we knew nothing about Oceanside and came to it today knowing nothing, having never been here, is it overrated? Yes.
Yeah.
Because Santino's isn't here.
Yeah.
It would be less overrated if there was less of that.
And less Marines, more soldiers.
Ooh, free grinding disc. Score. Surfliner shot. Oh wait, you can't enter here because the gate is welded shut. I think we're just gonna take the early train home because we kind of maxed out all the fun we could have here. We're in our 30s. We have to go home early now.
It's almost my
It's past my bedtime.
It's almost my bedtime, bro.
Back when we used to come here, we would take the bus to Carlsbad and then back, and that would take a good chunk of time. We would constantly get in like disputes with the bus drivers who didn't think we were allowed to transfer for free with our Metrolink ticket. It was annoying.
There was a time, there was a group of probably 8, 9, 10 of us.
12.
12. And we were getting on the bus. I think Peter was first on the bus, and he shows the guy his train ticket. And the bus driver was like, oh, you know, this isn't good for the bus, whatever. And somebody else was arguing with the bus driver, and finally the bus driver was like, you know what, I don't care, you know, you guys get on. And then all 12 of us got on, and I don't think the guy realized that there was that many of us. And so he just kept getting on the bus. He's like,
It was like go record shopping at the expense of like being like harassed by the bus driver.
Yeah.
And still it's unclear because Metrolink's website says you're allowed to transfer for free, but like I think North County thinks that you're only allowed to transfer once, like from the origin destination of the station.
that time that the bus driver let us all on the bus, I'm pretty sure it was the same time, somebody in that group, we were the only ones on that bus, decided that every stop they were going to pull the cable.
No.
And I think I know who it was, but I'm not going to name drop Kenny. But I'm pretty sure it was Kenneth who kept bing, bing, like pulling at every stop.
Oh
We were the
my
only ones on the
God.
bus, so the guy knew it was us. Like we kept telling everybody, we're like, hey, you guys, like, calm down, be quiet. Like, you know, this guy's already doing us a favor, pretty much.
So
Yeah.
uncivilized. What's the moral of that story?
Don't be an annoying kid.
Don't
take the bus.
don't
Take the.
don't deny people their free transfer, or
Yeah.
they'll be annoying on the bus. Public transit is good. I think if we actually went swimming at the beach, we could justify staying for another 2 hours. Sprinter.
Bro, that's the same thing I have on my background. Oh my god, that thing is beautiful. That's my favorite aircraft.
That's dope.
You want to fly one?
Yeah, I would love to.
Where's my phone?
Those things are so
We're
sick.
racing him.
I know.
We're pacing an Osprey. And we're winning.
God, I am so jealous of
landing.
that pilot.
This is the aircraft that caused dozens of pilots to quit being a pilot.
Yeah, this thing's killed a lot of people. But they're beautiful.
All together now. Is Oceanside overrated? No.
Now arriving Tustin Station.
Tustin, 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 Tustin,
Now arriving
Tustin,
Tustin Station.
Tustin. I think Oceanside is perfectly fine the way it is, except for the loud freaking cars.
Our next big stop
And lack of
at
safety
Canyon
roads.
Station.
And less Marines, more soldiers.
He's not gonna let that go.
The moral of the story is don't give a bunch of teenagers large amounts of caffeine before going on a train trip. The leader of the group at the time, under the alias of DJ Grenage, would provide those in attendance with generous amounts of a potent mixture of Kool-Aid and store-brand Mountain Dew, a drink which they referred to as Sadyrad. This is the same substance he would later go on to be expelled from high school for allegedly selling on campus illegally.
Wait, that isn't true. I switched schools so I could take metal shop class 5 times a day.
Sadyrad is now classified as a Schedule 11 controlled substance and is banned in every country except the Netherlands.
That isn't true either. But don't drink it. It isn't good for you.